Here is another card, the High-Speed Graphical Programming Language card, or HSGPL. You see a picture of this card. Here are some additional files for the device service routines, files to convert into Gram Kracker format, the GROM files as well, and files for 80 column width or 40 column width. So that's all available here. Now the card is not available anymore, it has been sold out. But what we're going to do, we're going to make use of this card together with the EVPC card. That is the Enhanced Video Processor card to support 80 columns. And that's described in another video. And then we're going to see, can we load a Gram Kracker file inside this card. So you can go to other web pages as well. So here's a web page of Michael Zappev, who have done a lot of work to get it working in the MESS system. So we can go to this information over here. There are some instructions set up, and there is also some software which you require to get the card enabled. Now I have to warn you, it took me 4 hours to get this card to set up. It's not that straightforward as it looks like, but we can actually simplify it in 27 steps. So here are those instructions. Now please note here, please respect the copyright of the SNUG. Usage of the ROMs is only allowed for owners of a real HSGPL card. Now myself, I don't have the card and we cannot buy it anymore, but I just want to see how the card works, and I did that with those files which are available on the website. So here is all the information. So we made use of those files, and there are also some additional manuals over here. So there is an HSGPL manual, but you need to get the card to work first. And there are some additional software which we require, which is the DSR loader, which is very handy. And the DSR scan, which is optional, but it can actually show you which parts of the memory is used by the programs. And here are those additional programs. So here is the DSR loader tree, which we require, but it is also in P99 format. So what do we do with all those P99 formats? The first thing what I did is I put it into TIDIR. So I created a disk and I transferred all those files into a single disk format. Now note, some of those files are in zip format, like this one for example, the HSGLPE 80. So you need to unpack it first and then transfer the 8 files, which are those files over here, to the disk. Now also note that the names need to be in sequence. The disk did not have the R in it, so I had to rename it to HSGPL DSR 0 and so on to get this to work. The other tools you require is the DSR loader. That are the main programs you need to get it to work. So let's go to the system over here. So what we see here is actually the EVPC software, or actually the system which we set up as described in the other video. But in the configuration, or at the devices here, you see that we did some change. So we added the HSGPL high-speed GPL card in the system. Here I linked that disk which I created, and additionally I have here a disk with some Gram Kracker files on it to see if that's going to work. Now it's a little bit complicated to get this whole system to work, because if there is no DSR information on the card and you start the whole system, you will get a blank screen, and that's a blank screen. So that means the DSR routines are not on that particular card. So we need to follow those 27 steps, how to enable that and to get the software on that particular card. And then if everything has been done properly, you will get a screen like this. Here we see the EVPC card again, but additional information is indicated here. Press any key, select GROM base. That indicates that the HSGPL card has been installed. Don't press any key, but only press the spacebar, otherwise it will lock up the system. So press the spacebar. Normally you will only see option 1, TI Basic, but earlier on I did a test and I installed Card Sharp. So press 1, TI basic, call HSGPL to go into the 80 column width mode to configure the HSGPL card, and the 80 column mode is supported by the EVPC. So we can, for example, select I, and then we see that in Gram 3 card sharp has been configured. And you can see more information in this tool as well. So let's load the module L. I have to select the Gram base. So I select the bank, can be 0. Okay, and if I select the bank 0, then we see the card sharp again. I'm going to override that. The header format need to be selected. So I select H for Gram Kracker format, C for catalog. My files are on disk 2. Go with the arrow key to the file. So let's install CarWash, for example. Okay, some other modules exist out of multiple files, so that depends how you need to load those modules into the Gram or into the RAM files. Okay, select CarWash, it's a single file. Press L for load. Okay, so now the base 0 has been overwritten at Gram 3 for CarWash. We go back and yes. Go back to the main menu, we press the spacebar, and now we see that we have option 2, CarWash. If I press 2, we see that CarWash is working. So this gives a little overview how the HSGPL card works.